The hunt for America's most wanted street racer, the stolen Z06.
2024, a single video was uploaded on a new Instagram account under the name The Stolen Z06. The video shows a black Corvette pull up to a light while a police officer flashes his lights, signaling for him to pull over. But what the police officer didn't realize is that this is exactly what the stolen Z06 had been looking for.
Baited!
This
He fell for his trap card.
And in only a matter of weeks, it would gain millions of views and hundreds of thousands of likes. Night after night, he would go out looking for police only to take off and make a mockery of them online. He has no license plate, and no one knows who the driver is.
You know what it is? It's like him make all cops think they're playing some sort of Need for Speed video game, bro. I swear, every time I take extra long to pull over, just so I can find more space, they're always on my dick like I'm trying to run away. Bro, if I wanted to run away, you wouldn't bro. Everybody thinks I'm him, bro. Like, anytime you don't immediately pull over, all state troopers think you're this. I don't know why, man. Stop.
Hundreds of thousands of followers, millions of views. The stolen Z06 went viral for all the wrong reasons,
name got aura.
and his identity is a complete...
Is this from Florida or not?
Or is it? This is the hunt for America's most wanted street racer, the stolen Z06. More and more videos ensued of the black, unmarked Corvette doing even crazier maneuvers. As the videos got wilder, so did the comments. Some people bashed the stolen Z06 for putting others in danger. Even conspiracies followed. Was the car stolen?
Something tells me Buddy is a cop himself. You and your buddy are lying for views. Bro, leave it to bozos on the internet to come up with shitty theories. A cop himself is running away from cops? Really, dude?
Who in their right mind would film themselves driving a stolen car?
Watch that be the case. Yo, Pure Noble, thank you for the 10 get the subs, my nigga. W fucking 10 in the chat. Yo, Noble, W, appreciate you.
Comment summed it all up perfectly. You know you're doing a good job when they stop caring about you. Judging by this, it's safe to say his car wasn't stock, but let's not bring the Z06 down. Using a Corvette made perfect sense. The Corvette C7 is a special generation. It's the last one with the traditional configuration. Engine in the front and traction in the back. And you can never go wrong with this combination. The C7 continued the Corvette's legacy as an everyman supercar. A daily driver you could take to the track or escape from the police. The C7 was the complete package, but Chevrolet
C7 is the only Corvette I think I would never buy. I love Corvette. I grew up loving Corvettes. I love them all, even the vintage ones. But I don't know why. I think it's because I like the C6 so much. I don't like what they did with the tail of the C7.
Further with this, the Z06. Before we dive into the Z06, let's get one thing clear. The standard C7 was a beast. Its 6.2-liter V8 LT1
when y'all say it's
put out
funny, but when I say it, I'm 30.
455 horsepower and 460 pound-feet of torque. But that wasn't enough for the stolen Z06. Instead, he went for an even more powerful version. Obviously, we're talking about the Z06. And how did Chevrolet improve on the base model? By fitting a supercharger on it, and not just any supercharger. A 1.7-liter Eaton supercharger, along with stiffer suspension, an aero package, carbon ceramic brakes, and super soft tires. This became one of the fastest production cars ever made. The Z06 produces 650 horsepower and 650 pound-feet of torque, and it tops out at 185 miles per hour. So, the Corvette Z06 is the perfect car for getaway driving.
How about with the upgrade?
It's not only extremely fast, but it's also relatively cheap. When it came out in 2015, the Z06 cost the 2024 equivalent of $104,917. That's cheap for supercar performance.
Wow. Bro, that's a lot of inflation in 10 years. Fuck.
And thus, this Corvette became the perfect car for a bandit such as the stolen Z06.
Okay, for what it is kind of a good price.
Most of the stolen Z06's videos start the same way. He's rolling to a halt, and a cop is chasing him. usually with the lights flashing. Now, let's do a bit of forensic analysis here. The lights are flashing because cops already laid their eyes on the stolen Z06. Be it by urban legend or because the Corvette flew past him, the cop is already alert. Then, he issues a warning, but the stolen Z06 doesn't care. Instead, he gently rolls the vet and then steps on the gas. All cops could do was look at a very appropriate license plate as it disappeared into the dark. The rest is viral internet history.
His license plate said "will run."
License plate as it disappeared into the dark. The rest is viral internet history. But hey, at least he did warn viewers not to copy him. Still, many wondered how could he get away, literally, with this. He's clearly breaking the law, and it's all on video. Well, there was a big problem. Nobody knew who he was.
Is that New York?
He was more a fictional character than a real-life criminal. He was the stuff of legend. Let's face it, the stolen Z06 was untouchable. Or was he?
He's glazing.
The hunt. The stolen Z06 had drawn the attention of authorities, and they had been after him for months. But interestingly, not because he was running from the police. Instead, cops were more interested in whether he had stolen the car or not. After all, he checked all the boxes. He did tons of illegal stuff. He recorded them. He uploaded them for the world to see. He went viral. Plus, it's in his name. So, authorities had all the reasons to believe that the car was, in fact, stolen. That's where Operation Scarlet comes in. Operation Scarlet stands for Stolen Car and Recovery Law Enforcement Team. But they did their job, and did it well. After several run-ins with the law, where the stolen Z06 always escaped, authorities decided to track down a possibly stolen or cloned Chevrolet Corvette Z06.
Okay, question. We got any cops in the chat? Can't y'all niggas just look at the cameras on intersections and figure out the vicinity upon which the nigga live in? Because look, I'm not a criminal, but if I did commit a crime, my first thought would be, wouldn't there be cameras all the way back to my house that somebody could monitor? It's not like UK level CCTV, but can't you get an idea of at least the zip code the nigga stay in? And then if you know the zip code he's staying, it's not hard to fucking spot a Z06. They're loud as hell. You know, talk to enough neighbors. That's too much work. You got a cameraman? Gang, most intersections have cameras on them, bro. I'm not talking about speed cameras. They have cameras on them though. A lot of intersections, there's mad work. Okay, then you're not gonna get them. Like, what?
They established roadblocks and were on the lookout for a very noticeable car. It turns out that a black Z06 causing chaos and mayhem in the Charlotte-Mecklenburg area isn't that common. So, tracking him down was not as hard. Then, this happened. In March 2024, a police officer from the Charlotte-Mecklenburg PD attempted to pull over a Corvette that matched the infamous description of the stolen Z06. It was black, and the notorious license plate read, "Will Run." The cops were so desperate to finally catch their most wanted target that they barricaded him in a parking lot, attempting to smash in his window. Naturally, the stolen Z06 wasn't about to surrender without a struggle. The driver floored it and managed to break through the barricade, at least for a moment. But his escape was short-lived, as the police soon closed in on their target.
He was shopping at
For
Ross?
America's most wanted street racer had nearly come
Tara,
to an end.
appreciate you with the 5, get the subs. Nah, you got caught at Ross.
But the story was just beginning. The stolen Z06's attempted getaway almost happened. He managed to free himself from the cops, but was eventually caught. And here's the most ironic part of the story. The Corvette wasn't stolen. Operation Scarlet's suspicions were wrong, but they led to victory. They had finally caught the stolen Z06. But who was he? This guy. Carlos Clark. This wasn't Clark's first encounter with the law. According to the Cornelius Police Department, Clark had been arrested for felonious eluding with a motor vehicle. The problem for Clark was that things turned out much worse this time. The CMPD got a search warrant and uncovered a large stash of illegal substances, including over 100 pounds of narcotics, 10 pounds of edible products, a large amount of cash, and various other substances. And even after getting caught, myths continued to surround the stolen Z06.
So wait, hold on. He was baiting the police to chase him. He was creating heat around his name like he was in a video game. with drugs in the car? Oh boy. Oh boy. Wow. He must have really believed in himself, man, because that is not wise.
Rumors online circulated that the authorities found all of this in the Corvette, but that wasn't true. It was all found in his house, which for Clark only made matters worse. He faced serious consequences: felony flee and elude arrest with motor vehicle, hit and run property damage, reckless driving, assault with deadly weapon, resisting public officer, possession of narcotics with intent to distribute, among numerous other charges. But that didn't stop him. The same day he was arrested, Clark posted the $20,000 bail and immediately returned to
Okay. Look, I don't like the bail system in this country, okay? But how on earth does a nigga that's known for running away from the police get bail? Is that not the entire point of the system? I've seen niggas that don't run not get bail. His whole gimmick is he runs. What do you think he's going to do, bro? He must have had an elite lawyer.
posting on social media. However, not long after, his accounts went silent. With an impending trial, it's no surprise. But now, we all know one thing for certain. Given the chance, the stolen Z06 will run.
Yeah, well, obviously. Okay. That's fascinating. I never heard of this nigga before. Yeah, there's one guy in Florida I've heard of that does that. And there's one nigga in Atlanta I know that does that. Young Thug level lawyer.